I'm so excited for this. Here are 5 theater histories that Dot and I would recommend any day. First up, Broadway musicals by Ken Bloom and Frank Flasnick. It goes alphabetically show by show. It talks about the songs you should know from these shows. It gives the clearest overview of where to start. And if a picture pulls you in, check out that show. I started with the hardest one to display when I got Dot on my lap. No, stay. The book also has my favorite photo of Ethel Merman. It says, a candid shot of Merman's dresser dragging her on stage for a matinee. This is a lot of people's first theater history book, and it's a great place to start. Next, Anything Goes by Ethan Morden. No, come back. She Goes. I think this is the best single volume book covering the history of how musicals became the shows we know. Morden has a fantastic series where he goes decade by decade in Broadway history. He knows his stuff, he is so much fun to read, and I think his things are particularly fun to revisit. Outside of the history of musicals, I love The Secret Life of the American Musical by Jack Vertel because he talks about why things in musicals work. By framing them together and saying, like, this is the I Want song, this is the 11 o'clock number, here's how these things work together and in the context of their show. He loves it so much. It comes through. Great book when you want to learn about why these shows work. So you learned about the famous shows. Now it's time for the infamous shows. Not Since Carrie is all about flops. And by putting them all together, you learn about why things don't work in these shows. You see patterns, and it's a blast. Some of the flops that Ken Mandelbaum covers are so audacious in, like, why would you think that would work? This was a textbook for me when I was in college. It's so entertaining. Not Since Carrie is a classic. Lastly, The Great White Way by Warren Hoffman. This book calls into question just how much whiteness is centered in theater. By talking about it, this book chips away at the structures that exclude some and harm everybody. Fantastic read. Each of those 5 books is great at a different thing, and I would be thrilled to reread any of them. I definitely have more I want to include, but I think that's a good 5 to start with. And let me know what theater books you feel most passionate about. Am I squishing you too much?